Hey there, welcome to week 3. Today we're going to do a little something different. Every week we always do the, hey, here's what happened last week, here's what's going to happen this week, I predict this person to win, and it's getting old, let's be honest. So this week, what we're going to do is do a power rankings. Worst to first, and I'm going to associate a pop culture song with each team. So, let's just jump right into it and you'll get the hang of it as we go. So we'll start with number 12. Number 12 is me, unfortunately. My theme song is going to be Don't Stop Believing by Journey, because I have multiple injuries and multiple suspensions on the bench. I'm 0-2, but the world is not ending. I just need to believe a little bit. When I get some players back, things will right themselves, the ship will right itself, and we'll be just fine. So, there we go. Journey, Don't Stop Believing, and we'll move on from 11 like that. So next, at 11, we have Kevin. Kevin seems off to an 0-2 start. He is one of the perennial leaders in this league. Now, he has some injuries with Gronk. Some of his players haven't performed. He just made a trade with Kyle to get Tom Brady. He's trying to double dip in some points right now and try to get it back. In the end, I don't think Kevin's team is that great. So as you can hear in the background, his song is Steelers Wheel, Stuck in the Middle with You. Because in the end, Kevin, when it comes down to the playoffs, you're going to be stuck in the middle. You're going to be in the borderline. Maybe you're in, maybe you're out. I don't know. Alright, let's move on. Number 10, Kyle. Kyle, the funny thing is, last time you made the playoffs, 2012. You're 0-2 again. That's why your song is Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. Here you are once again in the darkness. Unfortunately for you, Adrian Peterson went down, and reports are saying he's out for the year. You just made a trade with Kevin to get another running back replacement, but is that the answer? Is that as good as your 3rd, 4th overall pick in the league? I don't know. Time will tell, but you're starting yourself in a rut, and hopefully it gets better for you. Now, number 9. Number 9 is interesting. It's John Leck. You know, after the draft, I wasn't sure about his team, but now I'm very concerned with his team. His song is John Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer," because he's got to pray for the bodies of Keenan Allen, out for the year, Thomas Rawls, questionable, some injuries, Tyler Eifert, out 4 to 6 weeks, just Eric Decker, questionable. Got a lot of injuries, so the guy's got to pray, got to get his team back. I mean, there's some pieces there. Charles Sims is going to be the starter for the next few weeks with Doug Martin out, so there's potential points on the board here. We just got to put it all together. It was a good win against Wayland this week, and hopefully it continues. All right, let's move on. Number 8. Let's see. Number 8 is Brent. Now Brent's team, I liked it after the draft, but the song is Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life. And because right now it's a hard knock life, buddy. You got Doug Martin out 3-4 weeks. Moncrief, broken scapula, 4 to 6 weeks out. So you gotta put your pieces together. It's a hard knock life with injuries. So you got a good pickup in Kevin Coleman. I think your team's gonna be alright. But, you know, we're still in the bottom half of these rankings, so all of us on the bottom dwellers need to really pump our teams up and get up there. Alright, let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is Nick. Now Nick's team is interesting because I really like his team. I always like his teams. He's always performed well, and he is one year away from winning the title every year, and that's why his song is Under Pressure by the Police, because he's under pressure this year because Kevin's won a title, I've won a title, Wayland's won a title, all the perennial people that are in the final game, except for you and Todd have won titles. So this is your year. So the pressure's on you, and you need to put the pieces together this year to really make this happen. So hey, I think you can do it. Let's see what happens the rest of the year. All right. 6. Yeah, this is B my L on your TDs. Strack. Strack's got an alright team. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out with him. Really. D'Angelo Williams has helped him immensely. His song is going to be Phil Collins in the Air Tonight, because his team has so many good wide receivers that the balls in the air tonight constantly to those receivers. Let's be honest. It's really that song because he's a huge Phil Collins fan. But that's besides the point. I like Strack's team. I got him at 6 right now, which is borderline playoff team. I think in the end of the season he's going to end up something like that anyways. So that seems legit. And enjoy some Phil Collins. Alright, number 5. Austin. Austin's song is going to be Macy Gray. I Try. Basically because Austin tries really hard, and you know how he's rewarded? He gets Chris Ivory. That's undisclosed injury for a few weeks. He gets Amir Abdullah. He's on IR for 8 weeks. He tries and tries and tries, and he's won the toilet bowl twice, which is awesome. But the guy just wants to make the playoffs. He just wants to be in the game. And, you know, he might. There's, he's got to make some moves, maybe. His team's not awful. But that Abdullah injury and the Ivory not showing up this year is really hurting him. So, just keep trying and just listen to Macy Gray. She'll tell you what to do. And then number 4 is Waylon. So, Waylon would love to think that he should be number 1 on this list, which is why his song is Nelly number 1. He thinks he is the best team in this league. He thinks there's no reason why he shouldn't win a championship. He thinks he's number 1. Thus, he's cocky enough to have the song number 1. He got his ass beat. Well, let's be honest. He got beat by a few points last week by Black. And you know, it was a reality check for him. He thinks he has a million studs, which he's got a few, and he's gonna do all right. But to say you're gonna win it all in week 2, a little bold, a little early. Enjoy your analytics. Hopefully they can get you to a 500 record. Hopefully they can get you into playoffs. I think you'll be fine. You clearly have tried to pick up pieces, some trade bait, whatnot. I don't like Rashad Jennings, but hey, you got a good squad. Good trade with Leck for Aaron Rodgers. That's the first time we've ever seen our number 1 pick leave his team before week 2, which was pretty wild. But hey, all right, that's enough about Waylon. Moving on. Number 3, Todd. Todd, like I said earlier, you and Nick, always the bridesmaids, never the bride. Todd was in the final game 2 years in a row. His team is always good, always riding the mix. He's 2-0 right now, looking good. But he can't get no satisfaction. All he needs is some satisfaction. Todd, I like your team. Especially with the reemergence of Matt Forte being in his 30s and still producing like a 25-year-old. So that's good for you. You picked up some pieces. Jordan Matthews is playing well this year. Apparently Carson Wentz is good for him. So that's good. Continue what you're doing. I mean, hell, at this point, 2-0. You're 5 wins away from being in the playoffs. So keep rolling. Keep rolling, bud. All right, our number 2 team is Andy. And Andy's song is going to be Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. Because if anything, last week can show you 1 week can make all the difference. 1 week, 174.7 points. 174.9, whatever it was. 1 week. He could potentially have high score of the year. He could potentially have biggest winning margin of the year, which both pay, by the way. And, I mean, 2-0. He's clearly doing okay so far in this league. I got nothing but good things to say about Andy. I wasn't sure about his team after the draft, but Stefan Diggs has proved me wrong. Travis Benjamin's come to his own after Keenan Allen injury. Ezekiel Elliott is doing what we thought he would at this point, and he can only get better. So Andy, I'm impressed. In year 2, you drafted yourself a good team. You're undefeated, looking good. 1 week. 1 week's all that matters. But hey, let's look to the future. 13 weeks before the playoffs. Good luck the rest of the season, Andy. And coming into our number 1 team. Oh, listen to the tunes. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. Carrie, this is the first time you've had a badass team. Michelle drafted you a stellar squad here. And you have never been to playoffs. You are undefeated right now. I want you to really enjoy this. I want you to keep making moves, keep picking up people off waivers, keep putting the optimal lineup in. You can't miss a week. You miss a week, you miss a lot. But just feel how it feels right now to be undefeated, whooping all the guys' asses. You're scoring so many points right now. Keep it rolling on. You can definitely be a playoff team with this roster. You're looking good right now. And hey, we're all chasing after you. So with that being said, let's end this video. Remember, if you're winning, it's fantasy. If you're losing, it's fake. See you in week 4.